Hey guys, back with another Maple Story Game video here. This time, a little post-vacation progress update. It's been a while. Took a little sabbatical, took a little vacay. I'll talk about it more in the pod of this week, but it was a great time. Made a lot of gains. Got a nice reset in real life. Got to touch some grass. Got to step away from the game. But still went a little too hard on the chaos rating results. Made some good progress. I'll show my stats at the end, but these are a little bit of my PRs using the Acorn event, which was a 5% ignore enemy defense event. And so this is my last will with my updated stats. So previously, I was probably hitting around 225 bill DPM and will at about 59 mil max damage cap. Since the ignore enemy defense buff, I had around 37% ignore enemy defense, so that was pretty high. And this one is, I was hoping to hit around 250 bill with the event and all the new gains, and just kind of wanted to see what the potential was. And I think one of the things that makes this run so great is that our team is the same team we've been running since day one, so we're comfortable with each other. We know kind of who's going to be aggro, positioning, and things like that. And for most of these runs, since I was on vacation, I was in Japan, I was in Korea, I wasn't in voice chat for most of these runs. I think a few people probably weren't as well, and it was smooth sailing. That kind of just shows you how well the team was playing. And I sort of skip right there up ahead to skip the test and just get to the DPS part. So I'm going to be doing that throughout this phase 1 and phase 2 just to shorten it a bit. But yeah, the main thing for me is that even without voice chat, I have to know the test in phase 2 specifically, and sort of just be aware of what's going on in phase 1, positioning, if I'm aggro, which way the boss is facing, just to minimize damage, and also these screen cracks as well. So I wasn't paying attention there, but I was able to react just in time. Bursted just right up here, off of cooldown essentially. I don't think I got to maximize the lines there because we're just clearing these phases so fast. You'll see every phase we're just getting faster and faster, and we're farther and farther from the timer. So we're pretty much just sitting around for, right here, 20 seconds. We hit zeros right here, and now we're just waiting until the next screen crack. So I just pushed ahead here, passed the test, right back onto the DPS about 45 seconds later, and right back into it. So you can see right here, I'm topping the charts, just the way that Paladins are. I think I'm about, our top 3 DPS, actually our top 6 DPS are pretty decked out. I think everyone's over 60 mil for sure. We have a few over 70 or close to it. It kind of just comes down to the ignore enemy defense. I think I have the highest or second highest on the team, probably third, or one of the highest on the team. So that really allows me to make up for the lack of max damage cap that I have compared to some other classes or some other players with more cap. But it's also just the nature of will in general, how everything lines up with the burst, and with the survivability it makes it very easy. But right here you can see we're chilling. Phase 1, got through it easy peasy, 20 seconds left on the timer, straight into phase 2. So here works out nicely. Divine Echo comes up right at the start of phase 2. V4 or V3, sorry, is pretty much immediately after. So I'm able to use it here. It doesn't line up with split, but I mean, look at that. We're just absolutely demolishing phase 2. Essentially in one synchro 30-second period, we got to the test already. But I'm going to skip through the test here and just go through the DPS part, because I don't even like watching the test. So I'm sure you guys don't either. So right here, 730 remaining in the fight. Still top of the DPS charts, fortunately, somehow. I think some of our top DPS were lagging or had some issues that weren't allowing them to do their normal DPS, so it allows me to look a lot better than and somehow I don't die right there. 1 HP remaining, but now Sanko's up. Easy. Just tunnel, and I'm waiting for V3 right here just to use it just at the last second. And I have to use it here even though it's not going to be full value because it's paired with Echo and just the way it works that I'm going to use it or lose it there. So still able to top the DPS charts after phase 2. Pretty much a standard for me though as far as DPS. I think that's what consistently the damage I've been doing through the first 2 phases. Maybe a little bit higher than normal. But here, split, DS4, 69.8 mil lines. Not bad. Not bad, we'll take that. And we start with phase 2 in about 5:30 left on the timer. So 10.5 minutes in, we're going to clear this thing. Our burst is just insane. And so we get through phase 3 pretty quickly. And for me, I really don't. I just tunnel DPS. My teammates are going to see this and they're going to say I don't do anything. But yeah, I really just, when Divine Echo was up, I'm just tunneling. Just doing DPS. Sorry about it. And then when my Divine Echo is down, then I'll go over and get to the right side and cleanse those. So shout out to the team for doing the mechanics while I just do DPS and just stand there. And we start with 10 lives. We end with 10 lives. I mean, our team is just locked in. Warren Arcia just carries with these yellow eyes and things like that. I'm really spoiled and fortunate that the team is... I kind of get lost here a little bit because of that knockback and I got disoriented. So I'm kind of in a weird spot there, but got back to it. Now the Divine Echo's down. Going to start cleansing webs shortly, maybe. Yeah, so Ed just cleared those on the right side, so I'm going to wait for more webs to show up there, and then I'll go over and cleanse those. But we have a lot of people that do a great job on the left side, so not really worried about that. Don't want to overlap it. And then here I think I'm going to jump over. Yeah. So for some reason I'm not the best at it. I missed that one web on the right. So I'm going to try to go back here, and then I get kind of messed up, disoriented, flustered a bit, running all over the place. But get back in position just in time. Divine Echo comes back up, bursts up, and I'm not moving. Tunneling. And so I fall to 3rd place here. Ed and Mila kind of just take over. But once burst comes back up, I'm pretty competitive. Now it kind of makes it easy since I'm able to do DPS and not take any of these knockbacks like Ed and things like that. So that makes it really nice. And then V3 comes back up with DS4. About to finish it off here in a little bit. And actually finished pretty close to 1st podium, surprisingly. But I don't ever get aggro here, I don't think. But was able to get a last V4 proc off and finish it off. So as good as it gets for me, best run I've ever had. No book. 243. Not bad. Not bad. I think there's definitely more potential there. But I mean, I'll take it. Pretty cool to see with the progress made. Nice to see some DPS gains there. And I mean, the team across the board is cranking. I mean, Warren came in 4th while he's doing all the support stuff. Copy, Primo were kind of being competitive for 4, 5, and 6 for most of the fight. So it's exciting to see. But Pallies are just OP. I mean, I have like much less cap than the top 2, and I'm able to compete with them. But here's mine. 64 mil cap. 41%. That is with the event. The 5% from the event. But yeah. Not bad. Made a lot of progress. Made about 5 mil gains. Cap gains. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.